Alright guys, so here's an update of what we've been trying to do this winter. There's going to be a walkway. Comes out. We've just been digging up this dirt by hand. We don't have any tractors or anything, so we're saving some of the dirt to make soil. You see the green flags here. It's going to be another walkway. And right here is going to be like an awning type situation where we're going to grow stuff. It's been cold lately, so we pretty much staying in. But today it's sun's out, so I'm going to cut some wood. We need a lot of wood. But here's some of the holes that we dug by hand, little shovels. It's pretty tough to get through, and this is what we're going to use to make like an awning for beans and stuff to grow, vines to grow up over. You'll see the finished product when we're done. But again, the walkway with the cookies is going to come out to where these green flags are. We're also going to extend the garden that we have out so we can grow more stuff. We're getting ready for 2024, and 2024 is going to be a big year for us because we're going to start to sell stuff. We also started growing some winter cover crop, so let me show you guys what we got so far. This is pretty much to keep the deer and rabbits and stuff out. We've caught them over here a few times trying to get in. So we have this fencing around it, which I'm gonna do now that we have more wood. Door. So we got straw laid out, help with the soil. There's our cover crop. So you can see it's growing really, really good. And I'll show you guys the greenhouse we got going on in there. Everything you see here we built by hand using scrap wood and stuff like that. Oh, look at those babies. So you got garlic, cabbage, stuff growing. Greens. And then remember our wood ends, we cut them up. Now we've made. And this is all scrap wood, guys. Made a bed. We've been doing extra pieces here, some more wood, a little wood area. So here we are back in the woods. This is our trail. goes to our shooting range. But you guys remember my last video with the cookies, that cedar tree. So that's what I've left after cutting some cookies. As you guys know, wood thins out at the end, so these guys are pretty thick at the bottom here where the root was. So I'm gonna measure out about 8 feet. That's as long as my guide bar will let me. But I'm gonna start cutting off these branch ends around it. Then turn these into cedar ends. Wife wants to make a cedar type cage for the tomatoes. So I'm gonna cut them probably about 2 inches thick. And we also saw this tree that's down. It looks like it's cedar as well. It's a little smaller, so we could probably get 1 inch ends off of this. So again, I'm going to take the smaller electric saw and just cut off all these branches and see what I can make out of this. Probably not much, maybe 1-2 planks at the most, or what they call wood ends. That's my day for today. Alright, talk to you after I'm done. Alright, so I just finished cutting off 8 feet off of this tree that's down, as you can see. And I left some branches on so I can pick it up and carry it through the wood line here, so I can have a clear area to work off. So that's it right there, about 8 feet. I'm gonna cut off the rest of these branches. But I'm looking at the wood, and this is a big old cedar tree that kind of grew parallel to it. That's coming off. But see how the carpenter bees have gotten into it and it started rotting already. So I'm probably gonna cut it this way, so this is on top, so I can get some clean pieces of wood right here. Yeah, you can see the carpenter bees have already been eating away at it. It's kind of neat how nature creates these perfect circles. Alright guys, just finished cutting off the first layer, so we have something flat to cut off of, so I don't need the guide anymore. But this is the first one. It's the little one that I pulled out earlier. Carpenter bees have really ate this up. So we'll see what we can salvage off it. I'll just keep cutting ends. See how many I can get out of it. But yeah, you can see the carpenter bees have made a nest in here. But I can at least get it up to about the first section there. That's good wood right there. So we'll see what we can salvage off of this. And then the big one, oh boy, that's a beauty. So I've already cut off the first. You can see look how much wood I got left to cut off of that. This one's pretty much, might be able to cut off 1 inch off of that. Before I move on to the bigger one. Yeah. Beautiful piece of wood right there. So this is cedar. All right, guys, lunchtime. All right, so I finished cutting off 2-inch planks, or wood ends, that's what they call it, because there's still ends on the bark here. So I got 2 good pieces there, and then this one here I'm gonna cut 1 inch off, because when I cut it, you can see it's pretty much rotted through, ate up. So I'm just gonna get off 1 inch off of this. So I brought them over here. So the rest of the stuff I'm gonna cut into 1 inch. That one, this rotted one, and then this smaller one. Cut them into inches, but I brought them over because 1 inch off the ground isn't much to cut, so I'm running into dirt and stuff. So I use these pallets as like a sawhorse, and it gives me a nice, even, clean 1 inch cut. So I brought them over to work on. And then my pile of wood pieces to get ready to burn. So the best part about being sort of retired is that the sun's coming down. It's real windy, and it's getting cold. So I was able to get a couple of 1 inch pieces. Got some more wood to burn, but I'm calling it a day, and back at it tomorrow. So as you can see, I still got this one to cut. That one's pretty good. So remember that one piece, it came out really well. I did it in a 1 inch. So shaved off that dirty side, and came out really nice. We're gonna, of course, saw off the bad stuff, but it's considered an end because the barks are still kind of on the ends, so it's not ready yet like those. But yeah, here's that one piece I was telling you about, where it had the carpenter bees. So I cut 1 inch off, and what's really cool is that it's not as ate through on the opposite side. So when I get ready to cut this, the rest of this, I'll be able to get some good wood out of it. Long pieces of wood. Yeah. So we'll probably cut it off right here. Once I finish off cutting off the inches, we'll cut it off where it's bad, and we're good to go. Yeah, it's my day, and slowly but surely we're getting there. Thanks for following, and you guys have a good night.